Gamers, should we do it and be legends? Should we... Where's my mouse pointer? What have I just clicked on in the background? Who knows? No, my Ethereum! I'm just joking, man. Should we do it and be legends? Should we get a golden knob? Should we try to get a golden knob? You really are delusional. They really hit me with the, you used to be crazy, but now I can see you're nuts. Okay. I think I know what we want. 6. Okay, I think I know what we want, okay? Here's what I'm thinking. Early on, I think I want this and this, but we start with that. So what do you do first? Oh my god, I need 150, bro. It's impossible. What was I thinking? We want to do 3 spins. Obviously, getting like anything here would be okay, but you're kind of bearish on it. Even honestly, the 7 is twice as much as half of us deserve, to quote Bilbo Baggins badly. Homer Simpson smiling politely type stuff. You're gonna give me a bell. We might lose immediately, by the way, but we don't really have like 100% control over that. There's a little bit of luck involved. Now we want to go... I think we want to go 3 spins still, and then buy this, and then the patterns multiplier might get us out of the hole. We need to go 3 spins in order to get enough tickets to get that. So this has doubled the value of the symbols, and then doubling the value of the patterns could be helpful as well. Well, obviously will be helpful, but we have to spin... we have to spin well, which is definitely not guaranteed. So what do we need? Oh my god, we need like 100, man. That's not easy. That might be a card burned. Okay, but actually 18 is not a bad first roll. Throw another 12 on top. We do another 12 on top. Just a little bit more would really hit the spot. 24 with 18 on top. Dude, we're at 84 with 2 spins left. We have a little interest coming our way, too. We just do one more cherry. Takes us to 96. Plus the flippin'... Oh, we made it. Oh my god, we didn't make it by 1? Or we made it by 1? We got 99. We needed 97. Okay, but now things... It's still real. It's still a very real situation we're in. Now we only have 8 coins, too. So we need something urgent. We don't really have tickets. Extra interest might be helpful, but let's see. Lucky charms are discounted by 2 until the next restock. I think it's actually, like, necessary. Then, this gives 2 extra lucky charms. This gives extra 5% to interest, which may come in handy. 3 free restocks could hit the spot. And then cherries could have tickets. I think we'd love to buy it, to be honest with you. So let's do 4 spins. I wouldn't turn up my nose at the tickets. Plus, we got those restocks coming our way. We get to hit the button pretty soon. It's gonna be... I mean, here's the thing that's crazy is we also need to get the corpse pieces. So, like, we need 666s. We have something that raises our 666 chance, but... You know. It's a little touch and go. All I'm trying to say is it's a little touch and go. It's a good place to be. Cherries can have tickets now. Go and brush your shoulders off. Press the button. I'd just love to get the swag knob. I think a lot of people are gonna quit CloverPit before they get the swag knob. Because they're just a different kind of beast compared to a player like me. 27 off of diagonal bells. 27, 54 off of diagonal and horizontal. Oh, and some tickets are printing, bro. Okay, that last spin was pretty bad, to be honest, but with only 2 tickets, dare I restock? What do we need, by the way? We're looking all right, to be honest, and our interest is actually going to carry us. Let's roll for free. 2 tickets gives us 4 tickets. If you score clovers and bells, get a restock. Lucky charms on the table increase their sell value by 1 at the end of every round. We probably would be selling some of these at some point. And we're already winning. I mean, the restocks are good, don't get me wrong. I could see the value in that, given that we're very likely to pivot at some point. I think also if we're going to scale, if we're going to keep scaling with the button, the bell, I guess I should say, we really need something that charges it up faster, because it scales like at the speed of scoring 1 golden symbol, which is I may need to tell you, I may not, depending on your level of CloverPit acumen. Not good. Not fast enough scaling to be excited about, at least. Not now. Okay. We'll deposit. I don't think we want either of those. We'll deposit. And we still got free restocks. We need to get 1332. Let me see. Fruit scores twice for 7 rounds. That's pretty big, man. Interesting. So temporarily interest increases. That would work really well with Cloverfield because we would get ready to sell it at some point. But we want this first. That seems like it would print tickets early. Okay, never mind. I think we want to buy this. And then I think we want to make 2 random Lucky Charms free. Pardon me. It hit 1 I would take, and then 1 I probably wouldn't take. But we could always sell it back later for more money anyway. So I think, like, well, let me see. We need 1332. We need about 800 in the next 21 spins. And fruit triggers twice. So this could be good. I mean, we're well within luck's hands, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Even though I didn't say anything even closely resembling that. But fruit triggering twice could be very helpful, not just for scoring, but for cherries that could score tickets for us. That could be pretty good, man. 360. We needed 800 total. Like, that's pretty good. And the CloverPit is putting us in a good spot, which is not a CloverPit, it's a Cloverfield. Right, that makes more sense. More, better, closer, warmer. That's it. Okay, and we press the button. We press the button because it scales the value of the symbols. Now, a symbols multiplier would hit the spot too. And remember, at some point we need corpse pieces. But temporarily, we're doing a pretty darn good job of, like, just surviving. Now, a wise man once said, there's more to living than only surviving, baby. I'm not there, but I'm still trying. But he sounds like the kind of guy who would, like, listen to The Offspring, so we don't have to take him seriously. It might seem like that was bad, but I actually don't think that's bad at all. We're gonna make it to the debt cap. Now's a great time to get a corpse piece at relatively, like, low cost to ourselves. Relatively low risk, I should say. Now, of course, it would have been better if it showed up earlier, because then we could have taken extra advantage of the tomato, but I think we make it regardless, right? It's simple. The interest we're collecting is higher than the difference between our debt and our current amount of money. So I was just going to say it would be awesome to get another 666. Unfortunately, 2 out of 3 is bad here, Meatloaf. Meatloaf did not play CloverPit. And that's sad. That's a sad thing. So let me just think about this for a moment. Obviously, we're making it. We don't really care about that one, so we'll just deposit. We got 397 in the bank. It's not a ton. You're on 6%. You could last a little longer, but we could sell you for 2 as well. We could sell you for 3 later. What do you got? Restore all charges. Clovers appear more often. I'll be right back. Restore all... I think we could make something happen with restore all charges if we don't use it right away. Restock store with charms that have luck. You see 3 spins without any patterns with 5+ symbols. The next spin will have a pattern picked between, above, or below. Oh, between, above, or below. I might be stupid. I don't think these are good enough, to be honest. I think it's a free restock situation. Token modifier works nicely. I mean, I can see the value, don't get me wrong, but it works nicely with an interest build. So I do think we want that. The question is, what do we get rid of? And we're not really like a 666 build. So I think throwing you away for 3 makes sense. And then buying Cardboard House so we have even more space. And then getting the naughty dealer who mostly frees his mind at night. And then I'm thinking, you know what I'm thinking? You buy lemons... They're not as good as cherries, but they're okay. I'm thinking you buy this next round, press the button to activate this and the lemons, and then go to the phone and re-up on it and send it back one more time. That's my strategy right now. I don't know if it's gonna work though. But, I mean, it would be bullish to just see some decent scores right now. We're like an interest build is kind of the long-term goal, I think, here. I forgot what scales this is. If you score lots of patterns, he scales. Every time you trigger 5+ patterns. So actually the lemon build would work perfectly for that. Because we want a higher chance for the token modifier to show up because we generate way more interest off of that. Like, obviously scoring the symbols is not even that valuable. It's the token modifier is incredible. Okay, now let me see. You're on what, 3% now? 3% means you gotta go for 3 tickets. And then we buy this, probably reroll. Definitely get that. Golden lemons could actually be a nice little addition to this right here. I know what we have to do. And you're gonna say press the button, immediately go to the phone. You can't do that. Once you engage with the slot machine, you can't disengage. You don't know CloverPit. You don't know ball. So we're gonna have to do 7 spins like this, but the re-triggering should scale the greedy banker so quickly, man. Okay, you gotta actually get something. That 666 will be fine. That would be fine. I lose 406, but I get another corpse piece, which we need if we're ever gonna open this and get our golden knob. That's huge. Scoring some goldens off of that is nice. We're gonna be golden. Huntrix was crazy for that one, but you know what? They weren't wrong. They weren't wrong. We're actually gonna need a pretty big payday on this one, though. How much do you have left in you? 2 rounds. You're gonna be a big payday for us when we sell you, but... Okay, so we do need to hit a little bit here, but first, restore all charges on things triggered by the button. That'll give us a little bit more scaling and a much higher percentage chance for lemons. They're about 1/3 right now. Hit it again, they're about 50-50. I mean, I think we're in jackpot range. And we'd love to just see lemons with ticket modifiers would be... That's pretty good! That's pretty good! It would be nice to trigger 5 patterns instead of 4, but oh, that's amazing, bro. And the ticket modifier? We're actually in there. Now, if we can scale our interest, like... Could be a lot of good stuff happening. Now would be a horrendous time to 666. That's another heck of a roll right there. Lemons are going nutty mode. It may never end, man. It may never end. 3,000? No 666, man. No. No, okay. That one was faster. I knew we weren't getting a 666 off of that. Big plays in the back. This is it's slow. It's a slow roll. It's a slow. Bro, do you think that's funny? That was my card. That was my freaking card, dude. Okay, 1 second. Restock. Look for an onk. No onk. Put something in a drawer. I think I got 2 things in the drawer. I think I got 2 things in the drawer. Okay, that one stung. That one stung a little bit. You know what I'm gonna do this? Okay, so we're gonna run it back. I honestly thought we were doing a great job. We just got a little unlucky, to be honest with you. Let's just go normal card this time and try to... We already have 1 more golden knob card, but I don't really want to start a golden knob run with 4 corpse pieces. And maybe that's backwards thinking, but like... Wouldn't mind, I mean, golden treasure chests? Or raise clovers and bells by their base value permanently for every 3 tickets? What if we did a clover build? I mean, it's right there in the name of the game. That's basically like every time we spend 3 tickets, it's like we scored a golden symbol. And then if we could get a ticket build working on clovers, you never know, man. Good game, though. Yeah, is there RNG? Yeah, bro. You bought a game that's themed around a slot machine. Like, try not to cry. I'm talking to myself here. This is my inner monologue. We do have to also make it, though. I don't really feel like you're that valuable right now. I think... Let me guess. You don't trigger immediately on the first play. Okay. What do we need? Oh, we only need 47 and our interest is 3. That's really nice. Honestly, like, it seems minor, but to score 7 points is actually, like... It's better than we deserve. We've done nothing to improve our odds in the slot machine. So we are going to need, I think, a little bit more luck. Every 2 coins is helpful, man. Like, we could be going down. This could be more than we bargained for yet, man. We still need 38, and we can't afford anything. That's big. And I'm not going to turn on my nose at an extra 2. That's huge! Oh my god! Now that doesn't get us across the line, I think, by itself, but that's really, really big. Oh my god, you've saved my life. I now feel pretty confident that I don't think we deserved it, but I'll take it. The slot machine giveth, and it's probably better at taken away, but it do giveth sometimes as well. Okay, so we make it. Takes a while to deposit, don't get me wrong. I would love to double my tickets right now, to be honest. I see the skull, too. Lemons appear more often. Lucky Charms are discounted by 2. That actually seems really valuable. Keeps the chance of manifesting the most valuable symbol at 0. Actually good for us. If you see a 666, triple the value of some stuff. Literally just, like, basically want to sell it immediately, I think. Skull, like, very dangerous because our debt is going to be higher. And then more diamonds? Do we really... I mean, honestly, for 2, we just unlock something. We may just want to buy it. Deposit a little. May just want to buy it and then press the button, and we could have like 1 diamond round while we're getting off the ground. And maybe this is a little too greedy, but like to get a crazy score early would hit the spot, because then we could farm tickets and use those tickets to make clovers and bells better, right? Scoring 60 seems pretty good. Can't really complain. Scoring 3, not quite as good. See, now I'm anchored on 60 as if that should be like a normal roll. Obviously, that's not a normal roll. That was an above-average roll. We need like 91, and our interest is 11. That seems makeable, man. Given the 30% chance of diamonds showing up, that seems very makeable. That seems like a completely acceptable spin for a fella like me. They tease you with that final reel, even if there's nothing that could possibly save you, man. Why you teasing me with the final reel? Now we're talking. 5 points of diamonds. A diamond jackpot would hit the freaking spot. Okay, is that not exactly what I asked for? Am I insane, or is that exactly what I asked for? $200. Okay, that's crazy. My 2 cents. I mean, we'd probably be better off depositing early. Probably not going to get another diamond jackpot. Carry a little balance over. Get the bonus tickets. Spawn drawers full of trinkets. Let me see what you're cooking up. Halves, diamonds, treasures, and 7s. Random trait to all charms in the store, then devious to an equipped. Set tickets to 0. I'll be right back. So I feel like with the diamonds have served their purpose. Now we want to go clovers and bells, right? Your clovers and bells. You're, like, not relevant. I don't think you're relevant anymore. Get out of my face. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure, but you don't give us anything in return, so. Let me see what you got again. Halves the chance for diamonds, treasures, and 7s. I think that's, but random trait to all charms in the store could be nutty, man. We never take this one. Let's see. Okay. Patterns multiplier. Oh, and we got to look at this stuff too. 7s could have golden. We're not a 7s player. 3 free restocks of clovers and bells are scored. We take that. Every 7 spins grants some luck. I'm not a record user, I'm sorry to say. Extra ticket off that one. Lots of deviousness, don't get me wrong. Lots of deviousness. You cost 5. Holy cow. No wonder they're so expensive. Patterns multiplier +1. Patterns multiplier +1. You must be like 1 away, right? Missing 1 ticket. Can I spend 1? I can't spend 1 ticket. You're scamming me? Roll and look for 1. Records. Fine, man. We'll buy just to increment Clovers and Bells a little bit more. Why are they? Okay, they're on 0 because I have to get rid of the medicine. Smart. Good to know before you do it, at least. Okay, now here, we want to see Clovers and Bells. Clovers and Bells are not our most likely symbol, but they'll probably show up anyway. Just, source, dude, just trust me. That was pretty good. This is not. This is a 666. I felt the extra resistance as soon as I pulled on the one-armed bandit. That's... Oh wait, lemons are not good. I was thinking of a different run. The augmented key. I think it's a Yaku and Riichi Mahjong. Let's grab our tickets. Hold my ticket! Remember Marshawn Lynch? Remember when he said that? He said, hold my ticket. What do we need? We need 300. To be honest with you, scoring like a decent line of Clovers would do it for us. That felt like a 666, I'm not gonna lie to you. Cherry me? Cherry baby? That's chili pepper, not cherry, sorry. I want bells! Bells and bells and bells. And the bells... And the bells. So the bells have scored, which has given us more tickets, which can raise the value of bells. Because, like, to be honest, would I be willing to spend 24 to get a reroll to maybe get some better stuff? How much do you just buy this. That raises your interest by so much. Our interest is 111. We're like, we might need 0. And if we need 0, we should deposit right away. Guys, I did the math. I didn't do it wrong. I just didn't remember that you don't get your interest until after you spin. So, I mean, it's not catastrophic, but yeah, we shouldn't have deposited so much. That's right. You don't get your interest payment until after the period is ended, not before. Still, bells, I'm afraid. Bells on the corners. Isn't 5+ patterns good for us, or am I? I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we easily make it. We don't want that trash anyway. We want stuff that. I mean, generating more tickets would be good for us. Can you just chill for a second? Lucky Charms are discounted. Add the obsessive trait to a random Lucky Charm you have equipped. I gotta think about that because we have stuff that is deprecating. Treasures we don't care about, so shred it. 3+ patterns gives you interest. That's shreddable in this house. Cherries, you're done. Clovers and bells. +1 options at the telephone. Equip. Open the telephone. 3% interest on a random charm. I'll be right back. Now, golden clovers seems like kind of a no-brainer. You got 5 activations left. You might be on throwaway duty. Just because we don't want to accidentally give obsessive to you. We also wouldn't want obsessive on you. So this is... We wouldn't really want it on you either, to be honest, but... You know, you gotta pick something. Okay, that's the perfect thing to have it on, man. And then I think we want golden clovers, which is good for aces. And then our ace is missing 1 ticket. Clovers and bells getting more valuable. I'd immediately earn a little bit of the debt amount. And then just, like, hold stain. And what are you... You're missing 1 again. Pay a little bit to reroll. Buy something that only... Oh, I've reached the Lucky Charms limit, guys. I think we want to get rid of the thing that gives us 1 more space at the phone. And then we got 3. With 3, I kind of think we reroll again, even though it's quite expensive. Listen, there's a lot to like. You gotta start cardboard house, but I really do want you and you. Probably start with the rotated Hamsa, man. Instead of the Ankh. So if we want to start with rotated Hamsa, I mean, we're getting into some strategery here. Starting with rotated Hamsa means we only want 3 spins. Obviously, as you know, we want to see clovers and bells. Everything else is like irrelevant. Clovers and bells, a clover spin is worth like 12x what a lemon or a cherry is worth. Okay, so that's a WCS. That's worst case scenario, but that's okay, because we got serious jackpot potential. What do you do again? Bells can have tickets. That's still pretty good. Now we want, and I know it seems a little crazy, we want 3 spins again so we can afford the Ankh, just in case everything goes wrong. And to be honest, the most important spin now that we have this Hamsa is the last spin anyway, so that could have been better, because that's like 20 points, which is not much. But it's kind of free because the Ankh is now on our board, plus it scales clovers a little bit more. And we do want to deposit because we want to get that interest in there. But now what do we need? We need about 800 to not burn the Ankh. But for the first time, we actually have spins. Mark Zuckerberg. Horrible. A horrible spin. Nothing else needs to be said. Now we're talking. A very decent bell count for 300. We still have a Hamsa spin in reserve. A very decent clover spin for 160. And then a Hamsa into a pretty horrible roll, if I'm being honest. So this will probably be too little and we'll burn the Ankh. But we don't really care because we're still alive. Don't deposit everything. That's a big mistake. I do that too often. Okay, so the Ankh keeps us alive. These were smart plays, man. I think you want to roll. Ticket modifier. It raises every time you buy a Lucky Charm. That's like one of my favorite things to do. Okay, obviously repetition is good too. We maybe dump this to get... Do you sell for 1? You don't. Neither do you. I'd like to get you, but... might have to simmer on it for a little bit. We're almost there, to be honest. I forgot what we need, but it's not much. We basically need like 200 when you factor in interest. Maybe a little bit less. Mark Zuckerberg. Enjoy it. That was your last Mark Zuckerberg. I really don't want to have to rely on Hamsa. Can I just get like a single clover or bell to spawn? Hamsa? Hamsa, help me? That's really good. I can live with that. Obviously I can live with that. Clovers are popping now. Now that we got golden clovers, we're popping. And we get one more round, right? So we don't... but if we did, we get 4 extra tickets. But would we get more than 4 extra tickets? I don't think so. Let's deposit early, grab our rewards. Now remember, this is not the golden knob, unfortunately. I wish it were. Now you're gone. Oh, but now I can't get the one I wanted to get. That's fine. 3+ patterns raise fruits by their base value. Let's see what we got here. That's exactly the one I wanted, man! Cherries can have ticket modifier. You're done, bud. +1 options at the telephone. Okay, well, 1 second. You go in the drawer. You get equipped. This one, I'm not a big fan of re-rolling those symbols. Sometimes it screws you. It's a Kahneman thing. Okay, clovers and bells get raised. Now we're really talking with clovers and bells. Obviously, we need to raise their chances a little bit. You're going to come out of the drawer. And... costs us about 300 to reroll. We actually don't want any of these anyway, so it's not... I mean, clovers and bells having battery, that might be a long-term buy, because then we could get a button that makes clovers or bells more likely. Even though they might cannibalize their symbols a little bit, I think we got to go for it. Plus, we get a nice little raise on this fella right here. And on this fella right here, to be fair, although he's becoming increasingly meritless. Okay, give me a 7 spinner. We really want to see Clover or Bell button. I think that would be big for us. Awesome. We just scored like 5 cherries, man. That's pretty good. Even if we get lemons, I'm not pressed as long as it gives us tickets. If it doesn't give us tickets, then I don't even want to waste the little bit of my life that it's taking for the animation to complete. But I'll sit through it for the tickets. Okay, Hamza, this is why you're on the squad, Hamza. You might think I'm disappointed we didn't get a jackpot. You're not paying attention if that's the case. That was a big one for us. We do need to get to 15,000 though, so it's possible I don't know what I'm talking about. I think we want to roll. We can't roll again. I think we're gonna lose. I think we're gonna lose. Could really use some big clover spins here. Or bells, I don't even know. Okay, clovers are more valuable. I mean, it's not like I looked at it as if I have any agency whether or not they show up, but don't even sweat it. Okay, that's really good, but the only thing you really need to sweat is Hamza. If Hamza doesn't give you a payout, it's kind of like go fishing for another onk situation. Please, a bell jackpot or something? That's cherries, bro! We're gonna lose! This is cringe, you're posting cringe. Okay, there's gotta be a play. I'm thinking, I mean, we need a relic. We can't just roll and pray, I think. So I'm gonna dump this, because it's just not doing us any good immediately. And then I think the idea is, like, buy your one valuable one. We're trying to scale our random trinkets a little bit faster. So roll. Buy things that are cheap. Helps out our ace a little bit as well. I think we want to roll again. The cigarettes are just, they don't scale us fast enough. I recognize throwing 400 away kind of stings, but that's more tickets, which is really nice. Symbols multiplier +1 for every 5 tickets you own. I mean, our symbols going to a multiplier of 3 instead of a multiplier of 1 is like outrageously good. Is there anything, I don't think I can get rid of the Hamza. I mean, you give us free restocks, but you do score extra patterns. You're not scaling as well as golden clovers are scaling now. It might be sensible to toss you, but not for these. So I think you gotta let it fly on this one. And it might seem like we didn't do much, and you would be right, but the extra, like, just the symbols multiplier going ×3 by itself is pretty solid. The only thing that matters is scoring clovers and bells, though. Everything else would be uncivilized, man. But for that, there's MasterCard. So we didn't get rid of Hamza. And Hamza, he's a one-spin wonder, okay? He's a one-spin fin. So we're keeping him around for this exact situation. And we're saying, don't let me down. Think he let me down. Sing it if you know the words. That's a lot of the words, to be honest. I think, actually, can I be honest with you? I don't think he let me down. I think I let him down. Any onks? Any unks watching this right now? I didn't fill up the drawers either, but you know what? Maybe we fill up the drawers on a golden knob attempt next time. Sorry, guys, I didn't do very well today, but I hope you enjoyed the episode nonetheless. If you did, click the like button. I think CloverPit's a great game. And subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you next time. Later.